Party all night is the best of the best friend weekend. We can party all night is the best of the best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew. It's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Rog Smuve and Los. Rumble Aldo NICE is the uncle.
That's so crazy to think that the 2020 election is right there at our doorstep already, bruh. Less than a month. Less than a goddamn month. And either this will be the halfway mark of a goddamn wild timestamp in political history, American history, or it will be the ending, of some real wild bullshit. And with this just brings me to my next point. The past few months, it's been kind of weighing on me working from home. Lord knows how I'm going to deal with that shit when it's back to normal, being back on location for work. Goodness. But goddamn it, I'll be ecstatic, days leading up to the election and days following the election that I could be at my residence, out the mix, out of all the weird shit. Because you goddamn already know that a bunch of shit gonna come from this. Whether Trump wins, Trump loses, it's gonna be real goddamn awkward. And we thinking that some people showing their true colors, but people really might be showing their goddamn ass if Trump mess around and lose. And I think the perfect place for me to be is at the crib or out the way.
I say, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo NICE.
It's your boy Rog Smuve.
It's your boy Los, a.k.a. C.A.P.
Hey, man, Rumble said about a month. I think it's less than 2 weeks until the election.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying.
It is
way less than a month.
Yeah, it is right around the corner.
It's approaching quickly.
Let me just ask this right out the way, man. Y'all voted yet?
Nah, I'm doing Friday.
Okay.
I rode by the spot today. The line was still too long.
Okay.
And I'm actually flying home November 5th. So there you go.
Oh, you still got a Louisiana license?
Yes, sir.
November 5th, is that they letting you vote after the election type shit?
I was just about to say,
I'm probably, I don't know. They're not open?
So yeah, I went about, a week ago? They, in the medical center, man. That shit was, actually about, I don't know, 15 minutes in and out. It wasn't,
yeah?
Yeah, easy work. Free parking. Just rolled in that thing. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Middle of the day.
Hand sanitizer and everything in there?
Squirt.
Okay.
Put the finger condom daddy on there, and then went in there and cast my ballot for MJ Hagar because she be riding that motorcycle. She got her cheering, doing stuff. She want Corwin out of there. Yeah, man. I went do my civic duty, and
look at him.
You know what I'm saying? It's time. It's about 2 weeks left. But I mean, Rumble ain't telling. He's not speaking ill.
He's not wrong when he's right. A
lot of people are still at the work from home thing, and that's probably the best place for a lot of people right now.
And my whole take on the election is I think this is gonna be even uglier than when Bush did the Florida thing. I'm thinking. I have that mindset. I mean, I'm almost in the mindset we might not know who the president is probably until December. The way they kind of sitting there with the mail-in ballot, absentee ballots, closing of the polls here and there. Oh, these not working. I think they're trying to work it in the favor of the on brand political climate, which is. We want our people in power like it is now. We like it how it is now. We not about to let y'all come in and mess this up, it's giving me very much race war vibes, to say the least. It's coming.
I think that there's a component of that that could be true, but I think that also. What I've been telling a lot of people is I think it's going to happen one or two ways, and I think that there's only two ways that this can happen. One way is that Republicans maintain the status quo Like, well, I'm. Let me put it like this: there's only two. Like, I guess, ranges. On the far, like the best thing that Republicans, or more specifically Trump supporters, can hope for is that everything stays exactly how it is after this election. Trump wins. Trump loses the popular vote, but he wins the electoral college. And then, like, all of the senators, they maintain, like, the same lead in the Senate, and the Democrats maintain the lead in the House of Representatives. I think that's, like, the best they could hope for. Like, the best that the Democrats could hope for is that, like, it's a bloodbath. And people are already kind of, like CNN is doing it every day. They're showing, like, the path to 270 votes. And it starts with, like, oh, yeah, right now, projected Biden to win, like, 298 already. And this is and like Trump with 160, and they like, and everything else is undecided. So even if Trump wins all of the undecided states, he's still gonna lose. Is what they're projecting right now, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that, but to me, it means that it's a lot bigger likelihood that, like, I mean, the math that they're talking is that, like, either the Democrats are gonna win by a lot or the Republicans are gonna win by a little. Is kind of like the range. And if the
what
Republicans,
was the projection when he first ran?
Well, oh no, the projections were similar to last time, except for the fact that it was a lot of subtle differences, right? And they said that the polls weren't necessarily wrong. They said that the polls were like gave him a 99% chance to win because they didn't expect him to win 2 states, right? So it was like everything else they thought was within reason. But like the 2 states, like of Wisconsin and I think Michigan, that they were like they didn't see that coming at all. It was like that's just that was left field, and it flipped everything in a way that was like, oh shit. So but a lot of people, what they're telling you is don't confuse 2016 with 2020. 2 completely different things. That's like we want change. We don't like Obama. We want to come back. We hate the country, how it is. Yeah. Trump's an outsider. Maybe he's going to change some stuff, trade deals, blah, blah, blah. And they like 2020 is like, no, we know who Trump is now. Like, you can't really fool yourself into a lot of people saying that. But anyway, I'm going back to your point to say this, that I think if like it's a bloodbath and the Democrats win like everything, there's not going to be a race war. There's not going to be any kind of like whatever. If Trump wins by a little bit, I think it's going to be a whole bunch of people pissed. And if Trump loses by a little bit, there's going to be a whole bunch of people pissed. I think that little bit part is the part that could start some shit.
So, what's the difference between him losing by a little and a lot? That makes people, the difference between somebody being pissed and them being like, okay, whatever.
Well, that's my opinion, but I don't know. Raj, do you agree with that? If he loses by a lot or a little, it makes a difference.
I don't necessarily. I mean, yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. Like, I mean, it's kind of like your team losing by a sweep or by like Game 7.
Game 7 with a bad umpire call. You can justify like, oh man, we should have won. They cheated us. As opposed to if you lose, if you get swept and you get blew out, then you can't really go out there and be like, oh man, I don't think
they're gonna try. I think that people are still gonna be mad, but I think the level of anger would be higher if it's a close loss.
Yeah, that's kind of what
I think if it's a sweep, they go with, oh, they're cheating, they're rigging the election, they're rigging this. I think that make them even madder. The way these people act, the Trumpers act.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. It's either one though. I mean, I think it could be either one. Anything.
We covered all bases.
Yeah. Raj, you want to expound on that a little bit? Expound upon upon him losing by a little bit or losing by a lot, or whatever you were saying before. Los just interrupted, unless you didn't have anything else to add to that.
No, I didn't. I mean, I said what I said. Okay. I just think I just disagree.
I didn't interrupt.
Disagree with Los. I think that if people are going to be mad, which I think that we all can agree that no matter what, people are going to be mad. There's going to be mad people. But if we're talking about the crazy Trump voters, and the crazy Trump supporters, the people that wear MAGA hats and Trump shirts, I think that they're going to be like, I think that there'll be more reason for them to call cheating if it's close. If it's not close, then it's just like, okay, well, I'm still mad, but I'm not like I understand, like, okay, they didn't want that man no more, so I'm gonna just be mad.
Mm-hmm.
But if he lose by a little bit, I think they're gonna be like, well, let's see what we could do to get him in office still.
Yeah, let's kidnap.
You know, like let's
kidnap
gotta be something
somebody.
that we could do.
Let's kidnap
It's
somebody.
close.
Yeah.
See, I think they're way more rational than that. I think if he lose period, they're hot, right? But if he lose by a lot, they are gonna blame everything. I think it's really gonna go. Whether he lose or not, if he lose period, I think it's going up, right? But I think if he lose by a lot, they really gonna try and blame the system, and they gonna have all these. They gonna go in their hotel bag real crazy, or wherever. If white people got a hotel bag, I don't know, but they gonna go in that bag to on that. Oh, hey, no, it's conspiracy. They doing this. They're just trying to get out. They don't want America to be great again. It's gonna get ugly either way if he lose. That's what I'm saying, basically.
I mean, you know, we'll see, and hopefully we get to see, because hopefully he does lose, and we get to figure out what that looks like. I mean, like Raj was talking about crazy Trump supporters, they kind of burn me with their hats. But you know what? Let me tell you some other things that burn.
They burn my Boudin.
My Boudin this week. And the first thing is flags of any kind. Burn my Boudin. Flags.
Just flags.
Yeah, more specifically like Trump flags in people's yards. But really any flags. Like, why do you like anything that much? Like, why do you need to have a Trump flag hanging in your shit? Why do you
put a Saints flag on the front of your house?
Yeah, but why do you need it?
I ain't saying you need it. You just want it.
Flags bother me.
You know what? I think that's the perfect. Like, why do you need it? Is the perfect response. Especially if you was on Whose Line Is It Anyway. But anyways, you I think because you don't necessarily need it, but I understand now why it burns your Boudin. Like, I understand that it's too much lagniappe for you. Like, it don't need to exist.
You know what even burns my Boudin more? You know, Los, if you had a flag outside of your house that said like Saints, right? And it was year-round, seasonal, whatever, and it just matched your house, whatever, and you just always was flying your Saints thing, and you had like decorations that matched that. I think I'm better with it. But you know what I don't? I hate it even more if it's like at the side of your car and it's flapping. And
now, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I see no reason to have a Saints flag messing up my window seal in my car. I
actually disagree with both of y'all. If I'm on my way to the game and I'm hype, I ain't never been to a Saints game before. I want everybody on the road to know I'm going to the Saints game. I'm just letting you know, I'm more prone to put a flag on my car than a flag on my house.
Well,
that's funny.
I think the only people who are allowed to have flags in their car are Southern and Grambling people on their way to the classic.
That's what I was just about to say.
Hilarious.
Well, on the way to the Bayou Classic. On the way to the Bayou Classic.
That's it.
Shit.
That's it.
Yeah. And you know what's funny, Al? My parents fly for them hoes.
And all those. Huh?
All those nice.
All those.
Nice.
That's hilarious, man. I don't know. I think that like flags, but you know, there's people in the neighborhood with this like huge Trump flags, and I think that's what got me starting to think about that. Not even I know that it's like, why do you like Trump so much that you need 4 Trump flags in your front yard?
It's not about them liking Trump. They letting you know where they stand.
Exactly.
And what this house about.
You right.
It ain't got nothing to do with them liking them. They letting you know, hey, this is where we at, 10 toes in the sand. Because they don't have concrete by white people like that. 10 toes in the sand, and we out here.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I think so. What would burn my Boudin is just unnecessary flags. I just think it's unnecessary to like wear your presidential candidate on your sleeve. You don't have to do that. Trump hats, Trump shirts, you know, and I do think that there's an allure like in wearing like an Obama shirt, like that's
because he was one of a kind, and like Trump is like nothing special about Trump.
No,
exactly.
No,
so that's
Trump is one of a kind as well. Now we ain't never had a president like this.
I mean, I'm talking from just a sheer physical standpoint. Obama's one of a kind, and so I see what I think is funny. So I was at my place of business, and this guy had on a Trump hat, and he was very, very boisterous and arrogant. Like, just he wasn't mean, but he just was like, I dare you to say something about this hat so I can try and school you. Like, just very matter-of-factly. And one person walked up to him and said, I appreciate your courage for wearing that hat. And somebody else walked to him and was like, yeah, me too. Like, seriously, this really happened to me. And I'm just like, are y'all kidding? Like, I don't, not me personally, but like me just as a human, I don't care, nor should I care who your presidential candidate is. Just go vote for him. I don't need you to wear a hat. Like, that's not free advertisement or anything like that. That's just that's just being boisterous.
I think we're missing the whole point of that whole thing. Is like Al said about both of y'all said about Obama. It's the same exact thing for them now because they have somebody who really feels like they feel and say what they feel on the mic, in public, on TV, wherever. So they are proud to represent it, just like we was proud to have Obama shirts. Man, they had Obama everything: cars, houses, flags. They had Obama lawns.
I know.
Right? So
okay, sure.
So it's just I'm saying it's the same exact thing for
it's
them.
Niggas, haircuts, tattoos.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but white folk doing the same thing for that's their guy. Hey, that's their one. Like the boy said on Coming to America. That's their one. That's their one. Oh. Donald Trump. You know what I mean? So it's the same. I mean, that's their guy. He feel like we feel. He's pushing the narrative agenda we want pushed. He's saying we want to say, but we're not brave enough to say it. Now they feeling cool and brave to say it now. So that's why they act just like we did with Obama, with Trump.
No, I don't see. I think that you're absolutely right about it. Flags still burn my boudin. Let me tell you another thing that burns my boudin this week. And it's a bigger thought. It's just this thought. Like it goes along with the whole. If you're from like I don't know San Diego, you can be like, oh yeah, the Warriors, they from Cali. Oh yeah, the Lakers, they won, they from Cali. Oh yeah, the Dodgers. When people just be jumping on every team, that part burns my boudin. But the part that I'm talking about right now is this one particular guy. I saw him post a picture, and he had a Dodgers jacket on with a Dodgers t-shirt with a Dodgers hat. And like that triple paraphernalia thing burns my boudin.
Was it cold outside?
I don't know. I just did. It burns my boudin because I really honestly hate when people just pull a team out their ass like, oh, Dodgers.
Was he from California?
Yeah, he from LA. But I mean, my thing is just, you don't be posting the Dodgers all the time. But not all of a sudden, oh, Dodgers, everything.
Hell, I don't see anything wrong with that.
And I know you
if
don't.
If them Saints win, I'm going to wear my Saints shirt and my Saints jacket.
You're tripping. This is not the conversation we're having, though, Raj.
Okay.
This is not the conversation.
Explain it to me.
The conversation we having is if Tulane win the national championship or in the national championship and then you come out with all this Tulane gear. We would be like, damn, Raj, I've never seen you wear anything Tulane. But you're like, oh, the boys from Louisiana, though.
Boy, come out with Tulane socks,
straight up.
That part.
Straight the fuck up. Nah.
Yeah. I'm not saying I hate because it'd be Tulane, but
straight the fuck up. Not Tulane, but if I live in Houston, if I live in Dallas and the Stars win, I might fuck around and give me a Stars jersey on the cool.
Would you have a Stars jersey and a jacket and a hat on?
And a beanie?
No. Yeah. It gotta be 3 though. I can have a Stars hat and a Stars jersey.
No, three. See, the thing about it is, like the dude I'm talking about, I'm just happy he never pledged because we used to call that over Perry. You can't do that like when you're in a fret, like wear the Sigma hat with the Sigma shirt with the Sigma jacket. People will like lose their shit about that. You can only do it if you like an old head. Undergrads do that and they get like charged up. Like why you got plus. You get court-martialed. Why you got all that shit?
You got all your stuff on.
Yes.
Not necessarily. It's specifically three
or more
prominent items.
3 or more prominent items. Yes.
That's a lot.
Okay. I can deal with that.
You only get 2.
You only can get 2.
That can burn my boudin as well.
I mean, all of the Saints watching we do, I don't think we ever do more than 2. Like a hat and a t-shirt is usually the go-to. Sometimes we might have like a scarf or something else if it's cold. But a prominent item like a jacket to go along with it? No, I don't think so.
And really, it's only Al that has a scarf because he bought the last one.
I did buy the last.
But let me ask you this: so if you was in Dallas, take my example. You was in Dallas and you don't fuck with hockey at all, but the Stars win, and is it okay for you to put on 2 pieces of paraphernalia?
No.
I'm going to say absolutely yes. Because I was in San Francisco visiting when the in 2014 when the Giants was in the World Series and was Game 5 or something, they was about to win, and I went cop a Giants fitted cap, not fitted, a snapback, and was rocking that thing like, yeah, Giants, we out you.
Okay. Oh,
I'll
you
fuck
a
with that
bandwagon.
because
I thought you was an Astros fan.
Well, no, I was there though.
But the thing, I think, and I think also, like, I don't think we really care about baseball like that much.
Well, no,
like,
you see,
about baseball.
I care to this extent that the Astros are my favorite team, and they've always been my favorite team because it's the closest team to home. So I care in that regard. Like, I want the Astros to win, and I had some money on them. So I'm not really like, and I go to Astros games like every season. I go to Astros games, but. Do I care in a way that no? You know what the honest to God is? I only care about the Saints, and I've thought about this and said this out loud. There's a list of things, right? Sports. Number 1, I care about the Saints.
Yeah.
Number 2, I care about LSU. Number 4, I care about the Pelicans. I don't even know what else I can like. There's no other numbers. Like I would say like. You know,
number 3.
No. Because I'm just trying to show you how much these things are different from each other. It's probably like it's probably like number 1 is the Saints, number 3 is LSU football, number 4 is the Pelicans, maybe like number 7 is LSU basketball, maybe number 8 is fucking the Astros. You get what I'm saying? Number 10 is maybe LeBron. Like this is how
I think the Saints the only thing they could if they play or they lose on Sunday, I might wake up Monday feeling some kind of way.
That's the only thing that affects my mood.
That's the only thing that can make me wake up Monday going to work feeling some kind of way. And I'm wearing all my shit.
LSU will piss me off if they lose, but I'll get over that in 40 minutes.
I'll be cool Sunday.
Not even Sunday, like that same night. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
And this is exactly why I used a hockey reference. Yeah. Because I wasn't going to say if you was in San Francisco and the 49ers was in the Super Bowl and I bought all kind of 49ers stuff because I know you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't respect that.
I can see you getting some Giants paraphernalia. Yeah, that would be. I don't see anything wrong with that. But I do understand the burning. Thanks for explaining to me that it's 3 pieces that burn your booty.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess for the sake of it, I don't like it either.
Well, let me just throw this one in real quick. Another thing that burns my booty this week are paper straws. I just wanted to say that.
Oh man, they're disgusting.
What about metal straws?
Metal straws burn my booty to the same extent because they're too cold.
I'm not mad at metal straw. I don't like paper straw because after you hit them daddies 2 times, bro, they ain't no good.
Plastic for me, bro. Plastic, hard plastic. That's what I'm rocking.
Keep out the ocean. I mean. I don't know why
Raj, rank them. 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Plastic, metal, paper.
You just said in the order.
Plastic, metal, paper.
That's the order I just said.
Yeah, you just said it in order.
But it doesn't burn my booty. I don't mind. I mean, I know it's for a good cause, 1, and 2. I don't like it either. I will say if that. I don't dislike it.
No, I mean that's like saying you used to like recyclable paper notebooks when you was in like 4th grade. Cause nobody liked them. Paper. It was for a good cause, but you couldn't even erase one.
Yeah. Tear the whole thing off.
Like I said, I don't like it, but I don't dislike it either. I don't care. Either way, the drink gets in my mouth.
Nah, not after a while with the paper daddies. You be sucking a golf ball through a water hose.
You wipe your ass with them when it's all said and done. Hey man, let me tell you another thing that burns my booty this week, and it's so the NFL can't even get through a whole season without these COVID tests happening and people getting sick and whatever because they all up on top of each other. Why are kids playing sports? Why is football happening in high school like just is going out of style, and why are parents bringing their kids to play soccer every day? I don't get it. Los, speak on it.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something what's not gonna stop. Kids playing sports. It's never gonna stop.
The NFL can't even play, and then they got 5-year-olds playing mini football.
Playing tournaments. Listen, that's never gonna stop. That's always gonna be there. Because all they gonna say is, "Oh, kid's okay." You know what I'm saying? Till the parent die. It's all good till somebody's mama die or grandma die. Listen,
I think even if somebody's grandma died, it's still like, oh, okay.
All they gonna do is put a patch on a sticker on the helmet and keep on playing. Dog, Little League. If you can make the argument, especially in Texas with football, Little League football is just as big, or if not bigger, than high school and college. I watch Little League.
I can believe that.
No, I watch people live their dreams through kids, and it gets a little different out there. And when you realize, I got a nephew who plays, and you realize that they put on helmets June 1st, right? June 1st they put on helmets and pads. Their last game was February 30th, or February 20 something.
That's ridiculous.
So would y'all's kids play?
Not that long. My son, not my son.
My kid, no. My kid is not gonna be playing sports in a pandemic. Is what I'm getting.
Oh no.
Like,
that's what I'm asking.
They're not going to be playing organized sports in a pandemic. That's what's not going to happen. They're going to. They could potentially get training, and we could be outside going like you and a friend playing with it. But it's not going to be this whole team atmosphere to where we going all the time. You just get to miss a season, and you get to work on your skills, like a skill. You get to pick something up, like Brian. Come back with that fadeaway jumper or something.
What's he get to pick something up like, bro? It just depends, man.
Are they still playing AAU basketball right now, or is it just outdoor sports that are they're
playing AAU basketball right now?
That's
because
crazy.
they missed so much of the summer. They're still playing. They're still having tournaments. But
I don't know that, but I'm taking your word for it.
No, I'm trust me. They are. It's not a lot. It's not like it was because basketball season about to start a lot of places. But they're still having tournaments for those people in certain cities and states who are not having. Basketball season, them boys are still playing AAU basketball.
Basketball is dangerous.
I haven't hooped.
Football is too.
We haven't hooped since
March.
Raj,
no.
you was with me the last time we hooped.
Wow.
Yeah.
The last time we
haven't hooped since then either.
Yeah, this is the last time.
This is the longest I've ever gone without hooping too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I have played flag football, so.
But that's outside, so I guess they're gonna give you like a little bit of a pass on that. I don't know.
One league we had to wear masks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They should have made y'all wear helmets.
I gotta what Burned My Boudin. I got one of them daddies. What Burned My Boudin is when you have a coworker who act like they don't know what to do, so they won't have to do nothing at all.
Damn. Shout out to that coworker.
One time for the one time. I know a lot of folks like that. Dude, I used to the principal now. In A-Leaf.
Yeah.
He used to be my coworker. That nigga used to always act like he couldn't. He didn't know what was going on.
Drives me crazy.
Anybody can know what's going on if you put in the work to go figure out what's going on.
And I mean simple stuff like, hey, how do you share your screen on? I don't know how to share my screen on the Zoom. Stuff like that. Like
this shit just too hard for me.
Yeah. Stuff like that. And try to get you to do it.
Raj, what you do with them people, man?
I just do it myself.
That's ends up would be what I do too, and I hate it. I hate that.
I just keep saying I don't know how to do it either.
Shit, it's beyond me.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, hey, I've been struggling with this saying. How you share your screen? I don't know. It might be the little green thing down there that say screen share, but I'm not sure.
Well, you know what burned my boudin? When somebody hop in the middle of my burns my boudin and say what burned their boudin, but let me tell you another thing that burned.
Oh, I ain't
my boudin. No, I'm messing with you. Let me tell you another thing that burned my boudin this week, though. Can I get my game on that TV right there? That burned my boudin. Only when that game is poo, cuz. Nobody wants to watch Georgia Tech and Clemson.
Nah, man.
The World Series is on, bro. And, I mean, the Astros is on Game 7 right now, player. Like, we don't need a TV, whatever it is. And I know I'm guilty of, let me get that Saints versus somebody really garbage from time to time. But
Grambling.
Can I get my TV?
Did that.
Can I get my game on that TV? No, but you know what burns my Boudin about it more than anything? Is that they'll ask for a TV that's like convenient for them. Well, convenient for them, but it might also be the game that you're watching. And the people never really come up to you and say, hey, bro, is it okay if we change this? You just watching the game. You didn't sat down because you was like, okay, I'm in a good position to see the Saints playing right there. Then all of a sudden, Bears and Titans. What?
Yeah. Come on now. Who watching them people play?
That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna tell you what I prefer. I prefer they have certain restaurants and a lot of restaurants who will have before the game even comes on, like which TVs are going to be showing which games.
Yeah,
that I'm appreciative of.
They actually you come in. Hey, what are you gonna watch? Oh, that's actually chicken and giblets over there.
Yeah, exactly. Right, yeah. We showing that game on TV 11 and 14. Yeah, that type of thing.
That is nice. Organization always works. I like going to the bar that is specific to whatever I want to watch.
That's what we do.
Like you said, the only thing I really care about is the Saints game. To be honest with you, like if I go somewhere else, like let's say if I decide to go to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch a game, I would expect that they would have the World Series Game 7 on one of my convenient TVs. So don't change the Saints game, but you can't because I'm at the Saints bar.
Yeah.
All right. With the volume. We figured that out recently, that it has to be the volume. That's the biggest thing.
It has to be the volume.
You can go watch your game anywhere, but if you're just watching it with no volume, then what's the point? I got to I gotta go to where the volume for the Saints is on it every week.
Every week.
It is what it is, man. Look, let me tell you another thing that burns my Boudin this week. Long distance waves when you're headed towards somebody else. Like you're a good 30, 20 feet away from somebody and they start waving and they still very far away from you. That burns my Boudin.
Well, when do you want them to wave?
When they get closer, Cutting. I feel like once they done broke that wave to you, you gotta it's like a lot of dead time till you get up close to them and then you gotta speak or something.
You gotta give them a second wave, huh?
Something.
So let me ask you a question. This seems like a very male-female thing. Because I feel like if I were to see you down the road, I'm going to hit you with, and you're going to do I want you to do what I would do. Wah! And I know that your hands would spread eagle style.
Yes.
So is that a wave or is that
I don't mean people you really know. I mean people you kind of know, or even more specifically, people you don't know at all. Like if you're just out for a walk and somebody else is out for a walk on the sidewalk and they're very far away from you and they wave.
And then when they walk past you, say, how you doing?
When you get close to me, say, hey, how you doing? Good morning. That's all I need.
That's funny. I actually have this new thing where I just started waving at everybody.
I wave at everybody too, but I wait till I'm close to them.
I wave at people across the street.
Raj.
If we lock eyes, I'm waving.
It can be across the street, but it has to be right when we're about to pass each other across the street. If that makes any sense,
it can't.
But you
can't be
thinking
stop
about
sign to stop
across
sign.
I'm talking about across the busy street.
Okay, across a busy street. But even if I'm across a busy street and you a block ahead of me, I want to wait till we're walking towards each other and about to be at the place where we pass one another's point to be like, whoa, not way over there, whoa, and then keep looking at you. That's all.
Way over there waving.
Okay. It's fine.
I don't mind it.
Everybody's different. There's no right answer to this. I just like short distance waves.
You don't like the long. You like
no
6 feet.
Waves.
You like social distancing waves.
Hey man, let's touch back on a story that we was kind of dancing around last week, and it was the idea that Ice Cube was a sellout, and I mean we went into this whole idea of Ice Cube and the platinum plan and everything else. That's actually what we called the last podcast. But then this week, 50 Cent came out talking about some very similar-ish things, and everybody ain't really giving 50 the same hell that they was giving Ice Cube. What do y'all think about that?
I mean, people always think 50 trolling anyway. So I don't think people even take 50 serious half the time because the way he trolled on social media, he was social media like I do, it's for all jokes and game. But he does promote heavy a lot on that as well. But no, I don't think nobody really took 50 serious when he said that. I don't think we even know if he really serious or not about those things, But I think the people took Ice Cube thing. They looked at Ice Cube like he's serious. He don't, he don't be on social media like that, trolling, playing with folk, anything like that. So they, when he did what he did, and they was like, oh, he's selling out because he went and tried to go have a conversation with both parties. He was just like, this is what we're looking for. This is what I think we need, and let's talk about it. You know what I mean? 50 just, 50 always throw some stuff off the cuff. I don't think nobody took 50 serious though, at all.
I mean, I think people took 50 Cent serious, and I think, so I don't know. The preface of what we're talking about right now was that like people kind of just scoffed at 50 Cent, and people was like all in outrage about Ice Cube, but I kind of got the same. I don't know, from my news threads, I got the same uproar personally. So I don't know, like I didn't see it the same way. I saw it as they both got backlash. I honestly think that 50 got more backlash, into Los's point, because what Ice Cube was saying was like, I'm just trying to work with whoever in office. I don't care who it is. And 50 Cent was like, nah, I'm like rolling with Trump. And so he got the backlash a little bit worse to me.
I don't think, I mean, honestly, everything that I saw, it was more like 50 got a pass because of what 50 said was 50 said was basically that Biden was supporting like some tax rates, raising the tax rates for corporations and people making more than $400,000, and like it was reverting like some stuff that Trump had put in place. And 50 was like, nah, that's gone. Like 62% is what he kept saying. Like, he gonna have to pay 62% taxes or something. Like, y'all crazy, whatever. But I think with one person saying that, like, just kind of going out there and saying, nah, man, this works better for me in my situation. I don't think it's really that wrong for somebody, but it goes back to a lot of what we were talking about the last time, about how we shouldn't be turning to celebrities to figure out what they're gonna do because they're not like us. Yeah. Their life not like us. They what they're going through ain't like us. And for 50 Cent to make a financial decision on who he's voting for based upon, like, his money, I think we all understood, like, it felt like a trolling, but it also felt like it's probably real for him, in a sense.
It definitely could be real for him.
If by we
because
all,
his taxes and our taxes two totally different brackets.
You mean the Best Friend Weekend podcast?
No, I don't mean it like that.
Sure.
I mean it like, I've seen people post, why y'all giving 50 a pass and y'all was giving Ice Cube the blues. I've seen people post that. I've seen a lot of people post that. Meaning that my timeline, my thread, it's not a lot of people going in on 50 like they was going in on Ice Cube. I mean, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah. On my Twitter either, they was laughing at 50 like this nigga crazy. But on Cube, they was like, oh, what? Man, I ain't never think Ice Cube would do nothing like this. Like,
just think about it. Like Ice Cube, they brought him to like Roland Martin, and he was on like MSNBC or CBS CNN talking about what happened and trying to defend his point. And they was taking him seriously at what he was talking about. Nobody been calling 50 to major news networks to talk about what he said. It's more like nobody. I don't think. I think a large portion of the population doesn't take 50 Cent seriously in that way.
Nah, he was on the front page of the paper though.
That was the New York Post.
I also think that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
I think that 50 Cent. Come tomorrow. This was said like yesterday. Come tomorrow. I think 50 Cent's gonna be on some kind of news media, on something, CNN or Fox News, talking about it.
Fox News might invite him. I just don't think he going over there to talk about that shit. I just don't think 50 that's stupid. Yeah. I think 50 is in touch with the
culture. I don't think he falling for that bait.
A little bit more
I don't think he gonna fall for that bait.
Yeah, I would like to believe, and I think it's everything of kind of following 50 Cent and how he get down, that he is in tune with social media. Like Raj, you say this all the time. Certain people in life, certain celebrities even, are just better with social media than others. 50 is a fucking great social media person.
Demigod.
Yes.
He is on the level of every social media-ite that we look at and say that he uses that shit to his advantage and he wins. I think that 50 understands that aligning himself with Trump in a very real way will like alienate him from people like, I don't know, like Snoop Dogg will hate him. And like a lot of people, like I think it's bad for business. Like I think the people who watch Power don't like Donald
his
Trump.
core audience.
You know what I mean? I think that's his core audience.
Exactly.
So I think he's really banking on the fact that I was clowning because I be trolling and people are going to understand.
Yeah.
I think he's banking
on that plan. Yeah.
Now,
I think so too.
That's an interesting take. I just think you gotta be careful when you're clowning. You know, I for one know that 'cause I clown a lot. And personally, I
but you never care for those,
huh?
Yes, you never care for those.
I'm careful. I am careful when I clown. I don't be clowning. Come on, I ain't never got punched in the mouth yet.
That don't mean you careful.
You have to be careful when you clown. It's funny because the Congressional Black Caucus came out this week and said that they tried to meet with Trump and they had a plan that was very similar to Ice Cube's, and they were like, no, like the Trump team was like, we won't meet with you. So I think that's hilarious that it's like, it's so in your face that they were like, nah, we don't want to meet with the Congressional Black Caucus. Y'all could actually do something. We'd rather meet with Ice Cube because that could get us some votes amongst black people. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
They use that man so much, and it's funny that it's like that you don't recognize when somebody's using you to an extent like that. But I mean, I don't know.
I think because he felt like he was trying to do the right thing, and he knew what his agenda was. And sometimes when you kind of get stuck in what your motives are, sometimes you forget to kind of look at the other side and see what they got going on and what they're thinking too. You know what I mean? And I think he went in there with, pure heart and the greatest intentions, but he just didn't recognize or see, what they had going on the back end. Like, oh yeah, we'll meet with you and we'll make it look like, oh, we're partnering with you now. We're doing this together now. Like, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe his team just felt that it was more effective to meet with Ice Cube than the Congressional Black Caucus. Like, I'm not saying anything is right or wrong
him,
about
it was more effective.
I'm just saying that it's like, oh, I can meet with the Congressional Black Caucus and okay, that's, that'll be a news blip. And I can meet with Ice Cube and we're talking about it.
Yeah, so in other words, I'm 100% sure. I mean, 100% with you, Raj. But what that means is, and what it sounds like, and what it definitely is alluding to is, I won't meet with the people who can actually get something done. I will meet with somebody who can get me on the news. Which, like you just said, that's all it is. That's what their motives are. You know what I mean? Like,
that's all it is.
Because we always talk about who's the black leader and all of that on the podcast. I would be willing to bet the leader of the Congressional Black Caucus knows more about like societal issues and what's affecting black people on a micro and macro level than Ice Cube. And I think that any learned person would understand that as well. But if you choose to say, I'm just going to meet with Ice Cube over them boys, then you basically saying what your position is and what you, what's important to you, I guess.
And more to your point is also you can feed Ice Cube some stuff that you can't feed National Black Caucus. You can't feed them over there. Because they know, like you said, they know the policies, they know how it's supposed to go.
National Black Caucus.
Yeah. I
don't know.
You say what?
I don't know anyone from the National Black Caucus.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't. Okay, go ahead.
Me neither. I don't either.
I don't know what I mean, I guess I don't know what the point of that is. That you don't know anyone from the National Black Caucus. Like, make it make sense.
I'm saying I know Ice Cube. I'm just further amplifying the point I think that we all making that Ice Cube is just on the forefront. Yeah, it is probably more effective from a I'm trying to understand black people a little bit better from the National Black Caucus. I understand that, I get that, and I agree with it. But I'm just, I guess, making the point that Trump's team was probably just like, let's meet with Ice Cube, like you said, because it's gonna get us votes because people know Ice Cube.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. The National Black Caucus actually, like, the president is Colin Kaepernick, so they didn't want to meet with him. That's probably why. The National Black
Caucus. Is that the truth?
No.
And Malcolm Jenkins.
Malcolm Jenkins. I thought it was Eric Reed is actually the Congressional Black Caucus. Yeah.
That was a very famous dead black person.
It was Frederick Douglass.
His body.
Issa Rae too,
carcass. He's stupid, though.
It's caucus. The National Black Caucus.
It's actually led by Jay Harry. It's the Congressional Black Crawfish, and Jay Harry is
John Murray is over the outrate.
Well, speaking of Congressional
division.
Black Crawfish and Jay Harry, here's a word from our sponsors at Ito Hand Car Wash. From the first 10 minutes of the first conversation on the first episode of the Best Friend Weekend podcast, we've been telling you about Ito Hand Car Wash. Man, Jay Harry and the fam been servicing, detailing, and shining up y'all cars in East Downtown Houston for as long as we've been doing this podcast. Black owned and operated. Yeah, you heard that right. Black owned and operated, Ito Hand Car Wash has been the standard of an operation that uplifts the community and provides the service that we need every day. A quality hand car wash by good people. Listen, man, if you haven't been there yet, I don't know why. We've been telling y'all for years. What I gotta do to convince you? Oh, okay, check it out. I got you. If you show up to the wash and give the discount code Best Friend Weekend or Wash Daddy, you get 10% off your visit. So we're hooking y'all up. Besides that, if you follow them on IG at EADO Hand Car Wash, you can find out which day of the month the Ito's food truck will be popping up. Oh, I didn't mention, they had their own recognized and awarded food truck on location with an authentic South Louisiana and Tex-Mex menu, Boudin nachos, stuffed bread, crawfish tacos, all that, man. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Man, stop what you're doing. Go to your Google Calendar, make an event, and plan to come through Ito Hand Car Wash this week. 2919 Leland Street in East Downtown Houston. Ito, revolutionizing the hand car wash experience.
Ooh, I know you can't wait till crawfish season hit. And you can go down to Leland and get your fix. If you want to go by there, Ito, you can get your 3 pounds of potatoes and do. I missed it. All right, Ito's car wash.
So what's this thread that's going on right now with all of these women who are basically saying that men are exposed? Like I don't know if y'all seen this. It's on Twitter though, but it's like there's a
exposing dudes for asking for money.
Yeah, exposing men who asking women for money. It's interesting, man. It says historically women have been known as gold diggers, but they trying to say that men also, like some of them that we saw, a dude posted, a chick posted this, but the dude said, okay, buy me some weed, yo, this my last favor. I get paid Tuesday night, that's why I give it back. If you want to, pretty please with a cherry on top and whipped cream. And she said, boy, you're going to have to be sober right now and tonight. And he said, please, I literally give it back on Tuesday. She said, no. He said, I promise, no smoking tonight. He said, it's just for the party. Remember, I still just met you. I honestly don't lend out no money. And the dude said, okay, fine, and rolled his eyes. And she said, yeah, you wild. So, like, she put him out there like that. That was one, but it's like they screenshotting. They got the receipts, like just left and right. Dude, it's all right. I can starve. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like dudes asking for money like he just need food. Just send me the address and I'll DoorDash it. I wanted the wing spot up the road. They don't have DoorDash. It's local. Can you do only a $10? Like dudes just asking for money. I guess what I don't get about this is that I know dudes who ask for money from women. Like I know dudes.
Yeah.
And they get away with it. They got a lot of women who give dudes money all the time. So I can like the fact that they outing them is interesting to me. But dudes wouldn't ask if like, and I say the same thing about women. Women wouldn't ask for money for like unless they get it before. You know what I mean? That's all.
Yeah. My whole I always thought about when somebody do something wild or say something crazy to a chick or stuff like that, it's worked for them before. Like that has worked for them before. So they gonna go back to the well. If it worked, they gonna go back to it. And then my other thing was those like them one dude was asking for like $10. The other dude wanted $20. Like it wasn't like he was asking for a PS5 or some new Gucci shoes or
you sound like one of them dudes. It's not like I'm asking for a PS5 or Gucci shoes or nothing. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I'm saying like No, I'm saying he's silly for. I wouldn't ask him one for the month. But I'm just saying like if you going like you can't compare that for a man asking for $10 to $20 to gold digging. Like a chick asking for her electricity to be paid or her rent to be paid, or you gonna buy me these shoes or this purse, and it's different than gold digging. It's totally different. That man just wanted a love. That boy just wanted a blunt for the night.
I think we just breaking ground, Los. I think we breaking ground because we start asking for 10, 20 or a blunt, and eventually we get to rent.
Get to the pound. Huh?
Well, I mean, you can speak. We could get John Murray on here, and he could write a book about how when he be meeting chicks. I don't know why it always happened to John Murray. I actually do know why it always happened to John Murray. But
I know exactly why it happened to John Murray.
But as soon as he be meeting chicks, a lot of times they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm behind on this bill," and it's just funny as hell because it's like, damn, and John always will send it to the group like, where these chicks coming from? And I'm like, it's something you putting out there in the world for them chicks to feel.
Ain't nobody ever asked me for nothing like that.
But no, I mean, I've had chicks ask me for loot before in like a roundabout way, talking about a bill or something. But I just start laughing. I'm like, nah, that's not about to. I'm not.
Oh, can you buy me this? They are asking, can you buy me this? Nah.
But
I'm on child support. I
knew a dude is lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I've known a dude like back in the Gap who had a chick. Like, who used to come meet us every Thursday when we'd be out, and she'd come meet us and give him like $400 every Thursday.
Damn, I missed that boy.
Shit, Lil B used to have a chick who bought him like a Mercedes and was doing all kinds of stuff like kept and shit. So I know women do it. So that's why I'm not looking at this like so outlandish. No. I think it's a thing.
Hey. Have any of y'all ever had like a little sugar mama before?
I never had a woman really just giving me money like that. Nah.
I caught one like I was 21. She was like 33. My daddy talked me out. Well, I had her for a little bit. She used to. Anyway, I had one. My pa found out and did it though. He's like, boy, that's too close to your mama. It was my aunt's sister's my aunt's best friend's sister.
That's funny. I'm interested in knowing more of that story.
I'll tell you off air.
Wow. Well, that was interesting.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Hey, man. What I would say is just that I think it's like they hitting up the wrong ones. I mean, I guess they hitting up the wrong chick. But I bet he sent that same text to whatever chick. Like I seen another one where it was like the first. Like a little chick was like, dude, I just met you last night and you already asking me for some money. Mm-hmm. And like, I mean, it's a thing, right? So like I said, they wouldn't ask if they don't do it. So acting shocked and clutching your pearls and being like, why would a man do this? It's going to enforce him to do the thing I hate the most. A real man and never ask a woman for money.
They going to burn your Boudin.
They definitely going to immediately burn my Boudin. But yeah, I see nothing wrong with it. I mean, I see nothing wrong with it if that's what you want. Ask that woman for some money. Yeah. And likewise, ask that man for some money. And you're going to find out real quick if they want to give it to you or not, if that's what you're into, if that's what you're looking for. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Don't beat around the bush and pretend to like them.
This is enforcing me to, I'm like 55% convinced that come April 30th, 2021, I'm sending out Cash App requests for like $5. Mm-hmm. It's not like I'm asking for a PS5 or Gucci slippers or nothing like that. It's $5 for my birthday.
I like literally since I said that last week about Cash App birthday requests, I had a lot of questions about that and like how blah blah blah, and I was like, well, no, this is who it was, and they asked me for this amount of money for their birthday, and I said, but you know what? She probably asked everybody that she knows, every dude that she knows for $35, and if like 20 dudes give her $35, she could buy her a purse.
That's a win.
You know what I mean? Like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take yet. But I am of the mind that I'm not gonna be out here looking like a whole clown on November 2nd, sending everybody Cash App requests. It's
let me tell you. Let me give you what's more exciting about your situation than my situation is that your birthday is just around the corner.
Right around the corner.
You can change your mind and potentially get a whole bag.
I'm not gonna get a whole bag. Nobody likes me like that. But it's
You never know.
You
never know. Just
like,
send them out.
Like anybody's gonna
go contacts.
Like people gonna go put money in $ BFW Aldo or yeah, like they're gonna go to
just request it.
Look at him.
Like they're gonna go to $BFW ALDO on Cash App.
All capital, by the way.
I don't think anyone.
Capital letters, by the way.
No, yeah, I guess we could.
Say what is it again?
Yeah, I think it was $BFW ALDO. They're not gonna send a whole bunch of money for my birthday, not a thing. But if they did, I mean, I wouldn't stop them or anything. But
no, you're not gonna send it back.
Yeah, that'd be rude. That'd be rude. That'd be like that wouldn't be
uncouth.
Yeah, that'd be uncouth, and I have too much couth to do things like that, man. Hey, let me ask y'all this question, man. This is a big story, man. Have y'all heard about this SARS in Nigeria? When I heard it, I was thinking that they had that COVID-19 out there, but
same here.
But you read into it a little bit, Raj? Or heard the story at least? Yeah. About the Nigeria has been rocked by days of nationwide protests over police brutality, following the widespread claims of kidnapping, harassment, and extortion by a controversial police unit known as the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, or SARS. So, like, this is big news that it's like the Black Lives Matter movement of Nigeria. So if you hear Nigerians talking about, SARS and like police brutality, that's what's going on, man. And yeah, I'm assuming Nigeria, this ain't like South Africa. So it's black police officers and black people. You know what I mean? I mean African.
Nigeria,
African police officers and African people. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't say that.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I'm just laughing at like Black Lives Matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be in Nigeria talking about Black Lives. I don't know.
No, you say Nigerian lives matter.
They don't even say none of that. They say non-police lives matter, I guess.
Exactly.
Anti-SARS.
Residents.
But they were shooting like civilians and stuff. Man, I don't know, man. All I could think, man, I'm wrong. Because all I could think when I'm looking at these pictures is, I don't want to go visit Nigeria.
Damn, me neither.
I mean, like, show me a picture of like a lab.
I want to go
I
when they
see
get
cars,
to the
I see people in the street. I be watching 90 Day Fiance, man. I know what it look like with Ida a little bit. But
this dude, 90 Day Fiance.
I need to go to like the most laugh part.
Yeah.
The part where you
want to go to the most Americanized part of it, huh?
Oh my God.
Like where SARS is cool because I don't want nobody robbing me.
Let me put it this way, Raj. Can I put it this way? If somebody from Nigeria came to visit the United States, we could put them at the end of Iberia in New Iberia, and they'd be like, "That bitch laugh." We could put them at the Homewood Suite, not even the Homewood Suites. What's that thing called? Los on the corner, the Beltway and Bissonnette, the Palace Inn.
Oh, yeah, the Palace Inn. That's the daddy, the owl.
Yeah, we could put them at that Palace Daddy, and they'll be like, "Ooh, America, this bitch fire."
Well, it depends on what part they come from.
You're right.
Because you got to realize some of them people out there.
I don't disagree.
They got their bread.
I don't disagree. Yeah. But I'm saying that's the part I need to go to then when I go visit. I need their best shit.
Yeah.
I can't have their regular shit. With, I can't like
King Jaffa Joe for them.
I'm saying our regular shit should be good. Like, are we talking down on Nigeria with this? But I feel like our regular shit will be good. Like, you send them to the Hyatt place. Cool. like a little bit off of downtown. Not even like downtown. Like Hyatt Place in Sugarland. Ooh. Is America.
Nah, right to our main.
It's going down, America. You can't bring me to what I'm looking at on this picture where they protesting in front of. Cause I can't go stay over there. Cause I'm gonna be like, I'm not. No. Can I bring bottled water with me? Like, that's how I would be.
Yeah, but you drink way too much. How long you gonna stay? A day?
I don't know, bro. I'm looking at it.
You can't even carry that much water. If you stay a week, we can't even carry them. You ain't got no clothes.
Raj, am I wrong, Raj?
I don't want to go nowhere and stay in the middle of where they protest. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to if I go anywhere, I want to stay in the lavish place.
Exactly.
Especially Africa.
I feel like every country. You remember I said this? I might have said this on the podcast before. I say the wildest thing about me in life is I would like to go to Africa, but if you ask me what continents that I would like to visit, Africa would be like right above Antarctica. I want to go everywhere else before. For real. For real. If it's going best friend weekend, it'd be like best friend weekend South America. Y'all boys would be with that shit. Ooh, best friend weekend Asia.
Yeah.
Best friend weekend Australia.
Yeah.
Best friend weekend Europe. Like y'all would want to do all of those. Best friend weekend Africa. That's like kind of like
what part?
That's kind of last place.
What part though?
The African part, nigga.
No, you got to put the details in the subscription, man. You got to put. I need to see the details.
The African part,
brother. The details, man.
The part that with the African.
You know what part we talking about?
You talking about we eating with our fingers.
I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't want to go to Mozambique or Tanzania or some place, the place where the giraffe be eating out there, whatever. I just feel like ain't gonna be no.
Yeah, I can do that.
I feel like it ain't gonna be no air conditioning, and I feel like the streets not paved.
No, they got AC. I mean, we ain't dry.
I'm just saying. These are my fears. I feel like if I go to Japan, it's gonna be all high tech, and everybody gonna be in these little lounges playing video games and cutting there's gonna be neon lights on the street, and it's gonna be McDonald's in a different language.
Yeah, that's true.
And
they got places like that in Africa.
Yeah, but
I
don't know, Cutting. I don't know if they got these big tech.
Not in the African part.
I mean, I don't want to stay where you ain't like in Jamaica. I don't know if you ever been to Jamaica before, where they ain't got no walls.
That type of shit,
like ceilings everywhere. I can't live like that, man. I'm cool on that. It's too hot. I can't sleep when I'm hot.
See, but y'all want to go to Africa.
No.
But y'all want to go to Africa. I'm not going to Africa, Cutting.
Hey. You never know, man.
Y'all turned something that was like a real concern about SARS to talking about how y'all don't want to go to Africa, man. I'm not a fan of that, man. I'm going to Africa.
You did.
I did it?
You started it.
Best friend weekend Lagos, man. Who coming? After coronavirus. We can't go. It was all set up, but then coronavirus
got quarantined
happened.
for 2 months.
It was all but I mean, you got to quarantine before you go out there because they got all them. You got to take a bunch of shots before you go to Africa. I don't know if this is true. I think I'm just making this up, but I feel like I've heard that you got to take a bunch of shots before you go to Africa.
No, you do.
You do.
Before you go,
malaria and shit.
All kind of stuff.
You said before you go anywhere. No, you don't have to take a shot before you go.
No, not I'm talking about some places in Asia. You gotta take some shots when you go to the place.
Cause that's not the.
But they got like a special African concoction though for you.
It's a package
specific to if you're going to Africa. Is what I believe he's saying.
Yeah, it's a cocktail.
Yeah. Everybody got their own little thing. Everybody got their own little special concoction.
It's got that Ebola in it, that fucking malaria, that gangster. You got to take
African dust. You got the dust daddy in there with a mask just for the dust because you can't have the mask we have.
You got to have all of those, man.
Shampoo.
Your boy's bagging on Africa, big.
I fuck with Africa. I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going to Africa.
I'll
go to visit. I ain't gonna go to stay. Now cue up that music for Nothin NICE to say.
They say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo NICE.
Ain't nothing nice. You hear me?
All right, so before I get into this, I just want to say R.I.P. to my classmate. A chick I knew from college passed away a few weeks ago. And, it's really sad to lose someone who's under 40 years old, especially because, you really ain't had time to live your life like that to the fullest. And even if you lived your life, you haven't really, ain't got the chance to grow old. So, I mean, part of it is awesome because you get to be young forever. But part of it is really sad because you don't get to get all the way up there. So I hope she's in a better place, not hurting, and her soul is at rest. And you know, as they say, you know, one day we'll see each other again, and all of that stuff is cool. I mean, me and her had a pretty cordial relationship after college, to where, you know, we ran into each other a lot, chopped it up, have funny conversations back and forth, and you know, whatever. But you know, cancer's a motherfucking fuck cancer and all that good stuff. But this segment's called Nothing Nice to Say, so I do want to speak on some things for the sake of argument. Now, I don't know if this is true. I don't have a clue, but I'm going off of the assumption that it's true. I heard her girl left a list of who could come to her funeral once she passed. I'm so impressed with the boldness of this request. You know, on the one hand, you could definitely use the excuse of COVID, you know, and keeping the numbers down. But on the other hand, you really trying to reach back from the grave to tell a living, breathing individual that they can't come through to celebrate your life? Once again, it's hearsay. But I did get an email kind of confirming that her ceremony would be for close friends and family, and to sign up for a mailing list for another big celebration for everybody else after COVID is over. I mean, what can I say to that? I fucks with the boldness, because, you know, I hate when people try to show up, trying to be close to death and acting like you was cool with a person when they died when you really wasn't all that tight. I mean, it's pretty funny and on brand, you know, if that's true. Because we all kind of knew old girl was built like that. But I ain't signing up. Because I don't want to get no spam emails asking me to send money to her GoFundMe, scholarship fund, or a yearly reminder about her birthday or passing. And I ain't got nothing nice to say about ending up on that type of mailing list. So I won't say nothing at all.
Can I ask you a question though? Like a
No. Ask me a question. I'm here for this conversation.
Okay. What would make you make a list? Like what? I guess what kind of life are you living that you would have to make a list of who could come to your funeral?
Okay. I'm not, but this is not trash the girl session, because I honestly
No.
Let me put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. I gotta preface it with this. In college, everybody's like, oh, she was really nice and sweet and whatever. And in college, she wasn't like that. She was kind of like, you know, like looking at you like, what you want? Why are you talking to me? Like, why are we, like, whatever. So she was built like that. Ain't no question about that. People aren't going to say that. Her friends aren't going to say that because they were her friends. Yeah. But if you weren't her friends, that's how she was coming. But after college, like I said, I ran into a bunch of times and she was a lot cooler. Like, so if you only knew her in college, I think you would probably feel like she was like mean. But after college, I didn't think she was that mean. I just thought she was like, you know, her own person, and she just stuck to her own friends. But yeah, I don't know what would make someone say you can come. Like, I don't know what would make you think you could tell somebody something when she's not here no more. Like, who could come? Like,
yeah,
that's that part I don't get.
Like,
I don't get it.
Hey, look here, man. I know we used to see each other all the time, but I don't want you to celebrate my life. I'm good.
God damn, boy.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to put myself in the mindset of saying, you know what? Hey, you know, if I pass or if I know I'm passed, I don't want these people to celebrate my life.
But hey, let me ask you a question. So if you know you about, like, you know you got 6 months left and you still with us, you know, like you still can talk and everything.
And that's kind of her situation.
You know that,
yeah.
Yeah, and you know that the church only have like, 10% capacity. I mean, sure, I would probably leave it up to my people, but maybe I might be like, hey, maybe I feel like my mama and them, if my mama got to choose, she not going to choose Los, aka C.A.P. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have to tell her, hey, mom, look, I want Los.
Yeah.
I want Los there.
Yeah.
It's not about who I don't want there, but maybe it's like, make sure that this person show up to my stuff.
Yeah, he going to be drinking, mama, but let him in.
Because, mama, my shit going to be lit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that. Sure. No, I feel like that go with what you just said, right? Like, you have to be under the impression that my shit gonna be lit.
Yeah, it better be.
Like, ain't nobody gonna start talking about capacity numbers if they don't feel like they shit gonna be lit.
Yeah,
this is true. And then I might not want, not to say. I guess addressing, like who I want versus who I don't want. Maybe I'd rather have this person there. So if I know that my church capacity is at 10%, then I might choose the 10% that's gonna make it lit, rather than just who y'all gonna choose.
Yeah,
I feel like
in the COVID era,
but I feel like a live part of my funeral gonna be the people who I didn't expect to pull up. Like, ooh, I didn't know that thing was gonna come to my funeral.
But them people can't pull up because
that's my point. But if you don't have a list, then you never know who might pull up and shine for you.
Oh no.
It might be something that you never thought. Like he said, you never thought. That thing be in the back boo-hooing for you. You be like, oh, why?
And then because at the end of the day,
let me tell you what's even.
Go ahead.
I just want to say this, that what was probably one of the most fireest feelings, and you wouldn't feel anything at all because you'd be dead. But is for someone that say, "Oh, look, you're not on the list," and they say, "Oh no, that's my dog." Oh no, I'll probably be in heaven being like, "Damn, I probably should have fucked with him. Or I probably should have put him on the list."
Right? Oh, you're gonna be like, stop making a scene outside my funeral, man. I don't even like you like that, bro. I never liked you. You was a
hey, man,
you was a hater in real life.
Cool.
That's why I didn't invite you. That's
we ain't that cool.
Shit, huh?
Cause no, and when you say a little thing might show up like something fine, cause it ain't about me at that point, cause it ain't about me, cause I'm dead, like you said. It's about cutting a big something fine gonna come and grieve about me, and then might be like, I need a shoulder to cry on, Los, and Los might be able to knock off because grief, everybody grieving,
hey, you okay?
Yeah, exactly. Not to say that's how you live in Los.
That's my guy too, man. I'm really hurt.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all might be able to, console one another. Mm-hmm. I can't plan these type of things out. That's the Lord work.
That boy giving me high fives in my dreams. Boy, I seen you yesterday. You got that thing.
I wouldn't be giving you high fives. I would be pushing your butt cheeks in. Like,
I would just hope that it would be someone at the door that could make those types of decisions on the fly. Just say, go ahead and let her in. Let's let her in.
Funny.
I'm sure he would have wanted her here.
Oh yeah, no. She good.
In, man. That's just one extra.
Yeah,
that's just one extra. Y'all good.
She good.
That's funny.
Hey, go to the left, sit right there in the back on the corner.
What y'all think about? Yeah. What y'all think about me? Like, no, I mean, I'm dead ass serious, dead ass. And if Xavier people listening, man, hey, bro, don't judge me for this. Laughter and humor is a part of the grieving process. So give me a pass. Give me a pass with this. Give me a pass with this. I actually.
No, R.I.P. to her.
I actually think
cancer sucks.
Thought fondly of her. I thought a lot more fondly of her as an adult than in college. And me and her, like I said, we had conversations with me and her that nobody else would ever know because it was just me running into her in Walmart on a random Tuesday. So I mean, R.I.P.
Shout out to her and her family. I wish her the best. Praying for
but definitely, I saw that link that said, put your email here to join the mailing list. And I was definitely like, no. I was like, nah, I'm not getting on that mailing list. I don't want emails about this. I don't want emails about it. I feel like I'll find out about the memorial service after COVID via something else. Group me, via Facebook.
Because you know the messed up part about that though, Al, is that you'll put your email on that mailing list, and then next thing you know, Primerica is fucking in your. Are
you listening?
In your email. No,
are you listening? Vote Biden. This is Lacey from Move On. Looking ass.
And now you're trying to figure out where this come from.
Let me ask you. I've been getting. I got a text message that said, "Hi Pamela. Joe Biden would really love." I'm like, wait, hold on. Pamela. Where did Pamela come from?
Well, that's actually
you got Pamela old
That's
number.
actually Pamela Harris. That's Kamala's twin sister. So she been out sending emails. So
a campaign manager.
I don't know where they got my number from neither.
No, I mean, but from all of that, though, like, yes, literally, I'm like, I feel like all I'm gonna get is emails about best case scenario. I only get emails about her. And I think that there's like, I don't really need an email in 3 years talking about, 3 years ago we lost our friend. How about y'all donate to this scholarship fund? I just don't. I don't need to feel bad all the time for not wanting to spend my money on that kind of thing.
For not wanting to spend my money. Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I'm not mad at you about that. I don't think people get upset.
You don't. About
that. It's just a thought. It's a thought.
Well, before we get out of here, man, let's talk a little bit about this. LSU has banned OBJ for 2 years, from all of their facilities and anything LSU related for giving them boys that loot at the national championship last year.
Well, we knew that.
It was stupid.
OBJ is wild.
He gave it to
OBJ,
Justin Jefferson and Burrows. Them boys was not coming back to school, Cutting.
But look though,
still, but it looked crazy. You could have waited.
Not only did that, OBJ made the band play "Suck That Tiger Dick, Bitch," and like he gotta chill, man. Go to the game, enjoy it, take some pictures. You ain't gotta do all that. So I think Odell Beckham deserves his fine.
Odell Beckham didn't get fined. Odell Beckham got banned.
No.
Okay, he deserves his ban.
Okay.
He could have chilled.
And he put LSU at risk in the meantime with that.
The thing about it is LSU also got like 3 other things. Cause LSU got Ed Ogeron had to do something because he was improperly contacting a recruit. There was like some more stuff about Will Wade with the basketball team. There was some other stuff about some impermissible benefits. So Odell was just one of like 4 or 5 things that LSU is imposing on themselves.
When you start giving,
I think
they got the stuff. But when you start giving players cash on the field, all that stuff, it'd be like, all right, okay, enough is enough.
You understand what this is? LSU started off this season 1-2. Them boys said, shit, we're not gonna be good. Let's go ahead on and do them sanctions right now while it's COVID and we trash.
Don't get over with. Cause they self-imposed, right? Yeah, they did the right thing.
Self-daddies, yes.
They did the right thing.
I'm not saying they're wrong when they right. Why would I say that?
No, I agree. I wasn't mad about it. I saw it. I was like, okay, cool. It left some. I don't know how many scholarships, but I mean, D1 schools got ways around. They bring you there and get your stuff paid for. So they just hoping the NC2A accept it more than anything.
Oh yeah, Odell was all drunk and wilding and dancing in the locker room. That was fun to watch, though. I ain't gonna lie. That was fun to watch.
Yeah,
that was in 2020. That's crazy. I feel like that was 10 years ago.
It does feel like a long time ago.
I feel like that was 10 years ago. That was in 2020.
Like the same year that Trick Daddy was doing the same thing at the U.
Right?
With Ed Reed.
Luke was out there.
The same year Snoop Dogg was on the sidelines.
USC, right? Like that was all the same. That all happened the same season.
Yeah, with a blunt in his ear.
All happened the same season with Pete Carroll coaching them. That was all the same thing. That's funny.
Letting them boys drive the car.
He dapped up Reggie Bush.
Yeah. His best friend was what's the other running back?
Lindell White.
Lindell White, yeah.
Yeah.
That was his dog.
Yeah. Well, Lindell is like Chauncey Billups' first cousin or some shit like that. All them boys from Denver, I think, Roger.
Yep, Lindale, Colorado.
You're stupid. Hey man, listen. Y'all go to the Best Friend Weekend page, man. We got the hoodies up. The hoodies. Ooh. The hoodies flying off the shelf already. I made 8 sales in the first day and a half, man. Yeah. The hoodies flying off the shelves. So get your Best Friend Weekend merch. Get it how you live. Get out there and vote. Do all that good shit. And look, until next time, y'all have a great weekend. Make it the Best Friend Weekend. And we are out. Trying to find that American Ninja Warrior so I can put that on while we so I can watch the semifinals number 2. I really don't know. I just turned to that channel and it says semifinals number 2.
You know what I stumbled across? I stumbled across American Ninja Warrior Season 1. And we all could have completed the course.
Oh, it was dead light.
That bitch was the flow is lava, couldn't?
No, I've never seen that yet. I do. I just can't turn to that channel.
All thing about the flow is lava is the shit be getting
The flow
wet.
is lava. You could win on that, Raj. Not easy.
Yeah, but
the shit be wet.
The shit be getting
it's
wet,
nice.
Though.
It'll be wet.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
I honestly, at one point in time, my dream was to be on American Gladiators.
Your dream or just some shit you said you probably could do? That wasn't your dream.
That was my dream at one point in time. I used to like American Gladiators.
Yeah,
My show.
I just don't
like
think
that was my show.
I mean, and I don't mean that to be a person to crush a dream deferred. There's some like American Flag Football League. Yeah, I think you could probably have been successful in that. American Gladiators, I think you're a little too light.
You're too light.
I think you got to be Terrence Brown to be on American Gladiators.
I agree. I think I could have been Terrence Brown at one point in time too. Is what I'm saying.
I'm too light to be on.
I feel you, but I want to be in that league too.
I was just trying to let you know, like,
definitely can dream.
We see the thing is, me and Los, we educators, right? So, you know, a little boy come into the classroom and he 5'1", talking about he want to be in that NBA. He could dream all he want, but we're gonna tell him, hey man, you might want to do this.
You might want to run track.
You might want to try to get on this soccer. I mean, I heard that you could be successful at that. Yeah. Yeah.
All I'm saying is on American Gladiator, if you went through the right door, I could have made it through. I could have been small and then just went through the right hole. And
that's only one of the things though. You gotta go.
You gotta put the balls,
the ring,
put the balls in the little thing when them boys try to tackle you.
Yeah, that shit there.
How about the gauntlet, daddy? When you gotta go right to
oh, the gauntlet and the ring, daddy. When you gotta swing, monkey across the ring.
Well, I mean, if you
got a monkey, daddy.
He talking about with the little. I don't even know what to call it. Like a
the joust, I don't know the joust thing.
The pads on both.
The joust. Oh, you don't make the joust.
So Raj, I think you could win. I think you could win the rings.
But I think I could win
Los playing yacht. I think you could win the rings because all you gotta do is be fast and more efficient. You can't let that man put his legs around you and hook.
That's all. It's a wrap. That's what I'm saying. But the thing about it though, all they gonna do is take the right angle, and once he get his legs on Raj, it's over with. Them boys practice. Raj will get like 2 minutes of practice, and then.
But what I'm saying is I don't think I could do it at 34 in the shape that I'm in. No, but if I get on them weights at about, I don't know if it was my dream, and I fulfill that destiny. I get on them weights. I start training. I think I might can't beat them in certain events, but I think I could. I think to
put the ball there, you got that one in your prime. I think
you could do the rings.
You know, I don't know. I just feel like them boys take angles. I watch them boys, some little dude boys take the right angle on you and put you in a little trash. It's like kind of connect for a little bit. Like they be trapping.
Los, at one point in time in my life, I was untackleable.
I think the word is
when that was.
That's all I'm saying. Untackleable.
Tackleable?
I think. Wasn't that the commissioner of the NFL when he was young?
Paul
Tackleable.
Tackleable. That's what I was thinking about.
Paul Tackleable.
I don't know, Raj.
I went to this cow pasture one time and I tackleable.
Oh, boo. I met this freaky girl one time. She said, "Tackle me, boo." All right.